Alright, I'm going to do a video on my knife collection. This is my whole knife collection. This is just the ones that have just about any value and I've used and things like that. I probably have about 50 to 60 more knives that are just like not good value and I don't use and things like that. And just handmade ones and, you know, just ones that don't need to be included. But I assure you my collection is larger than what you see in front of you. Alright, we'll start out right here. The Bear Grylls, not the Scout, but, well, it might be the Scout. I don't remember what model it is, but it's his second smallest folder. I don't really like Bear Grylls. I got this back when I was younger, when I was first starting my bushcrafting career, so you might say. So he was my hero. I got all three of his knives that were out at the time, which would be the Scout, the pocket sheath knife, and then finally the ultimate survival knife, which there are millions of reviews on YouTube of these knives. I'm not going to take any time to do any. And I don't hate Bear Grylls, but he's not my favorite. But I will have to give him that his knives are pretty good quality knives. Then right here I have my Rough Rider Whittling Buddy. Then I have my Tree Brand Boker Copperhead. More Classic 2.0, the smallest of the line. More Triflex. I love this knife. It's probably one of my main bushcraft knives. Then there's the More Classic #1, which I've modded. On the back I made it to where you could strike a ferro rod, which you usually couldn't. Put some orange paracord on there. And on the Triflex I put a rubber tire inner tube and put a cloth sail needle under duct tape. Then we come along to the SE3. I do like this knife a lot, and I guess it's probably my most expensive bushcraft knife, and I use it almost every day when I'm out in the woods. Hadn't used it a lot lately, but I'm going to start back. Then the Tool Logic SL3 Fire, a really good knife. Comes with let's see if I can get it out, with fire steel impregnated into the back. Just strike it, pop it back in there. It's watertight. And then it has a rescue whistle, which is actually pretty loud. I'm not going to blow it, don't want to wake anybody up. Then I got my Leatherman Wave, probably my favorite multi-tool I've ever carried. And again, there are a lot of reviews on YouTube of it. I'll go on the outside. I got the serrated blade, the saw, the fine edge knife, and the file and the diamond sharpener. And maybe, I don't know, I'm not going to put this for sure, but if I had to survive with any knife in this collection, it might be this one, just because of the sheer options on it. So, now I've got my Leatherman Fuse. It's one of the older models. I actually found this one in the creek, so $60 knife for free, can't beat that. Then the Gerber Clutch multi-tool, spring assisted, and I'll tell you what, this thing will pinch your hand if you get caught in there. And it comes also with a knife, or that's the file, a knife, which is like a scalpel blade type shape. It's really sharp. Also has a small Phillips head screwdriver, or a small flathead screwdriver that is. Then tweezers, not very effective tweezers at that, but got a Phillips head screwdriver and yet another larger flathead screwdriver. Then the Sadvik, just basic outdoors knife. The only stainless Scandi grind knife that I've got in my collection. It's a pretty good bushcraft knife. It's not very comfortable to hold in the backhand position because of that big bump right there. But I also got this one for free, and it's about $60 value too, so pretty good deal. Then I got the Case Ridgeback Hunter. Probably one of my favorite knives. I've had this thing since I was about 10, and I use it a lot for skinning and stuff. It used to have jimping right there, but I snapped the tip, so I had to modify it back, and that right there used to be right there in both places, so you could choke up on it, but not anymore. I just find that kind of uncomfortable whenever you're doing fine carving. It digs into your thumb and index finger. Then we've got a Eskil Tuna Puko knife, which is probably one of my most valuable knives. It's really rare, and it's got some Swedish writing on there. I can't read it. Eskil Tuna Falmumbia or something like that. And it's just a traditional Puko knife, very valuable. Even if it's not to the world, it is to me also. Then a hand-forged knife. This is like a skinning caper kind of like type knife. You got ram horn handles and the handmade leather sheath, and also has the maker's initials stamped into the blade right there. You can't see them though. Held together by rivets in a leather thong. We got the Buck Workman. I don't really use this knife. It was my grandpa's, so that explains why. But I've heard from him it is his favorite pocket knife to carry, and he likes it a lot. You know, Buck's really gone downhill, and their products, let's see, their quality's just really gone downhill. And then the Opinel number 8, this is the only Opinel I own. It's got a little bit of patina on it. And at first I thought it was a little wobbly, but then I figured you just have to twist the joint a little bit farther. And there's no play in the blade anymore. And flat grind, you know, it's a traditional bushcraft knife. Everybody needs to have an Opinel. Then I've got the Cold Steel Voyager, fully serrated model. That thing will cut you to the bone. The little Elk Ridge pocket knife. I used to carry this when I was younger. It's a good knife too. Drop it in the woods though, you're not going to find it. I've experienced that before. I've got a Boker limited edition trapper blade. Just keep this one in the box because I figure it might be worth some money one day. Get it back in there. A Rough Rider yellow painted canoe. This has been my pocket knife of choice for about a month or two now. I've been using it a lot. Haven't sharpened it not once, and it's still razor sharp. I really like Rough Rider for the price. They're like the more of pocket knives just about. I got another Rough Rider trapper. I just don't use this one. I don't know why, but it's nothing with the quality of the product. That's not the reason I don't use it. It's just because I choose not to. I just keep this one put up. I can get these at the local flea market for $8 to $12. And there's outstanding knives, like I said. And then got Frost Cutlery, genuine jig bone, peanut. Haven't used this knife either. It's a good knife. They're really, really sharp. And sometimes I have to question Frost's quality, and then other times it's just outstanding to me. So, you never know with Frost. A Buck skeleton, or skeletonized blade. I did a paracord wrap on it, just like the Essie Azula. And I really beat the crap out of this one, and it's held up to me. So, it's pretty good. I accidentally cut the strap whenever I was sliding in there one day. It's going to break one day, eventually. I don't know when though. I'm just going to have to wait it out. Then, last but not least, my RMEF hunting knife set. I'm doing a review on this one. By the way, I'll probably do a review on multiple more of these. And this is a large blade, has jimping on the finger, gut hook. It's pretty sharp. good quality. Get it back in there. Little small game skinning knife. Needle nose is really pointy, and it's sharp too. Also finger jimping. It's really reminiscent of this one, just no gut hook. Then there's the saw, the bone saw. I've used this for wood a lot before, and bone, so it holds up to both. Well guys, that's my knife collection. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.